going to resume the other game I was playing before I ended the live stream earlier. Playing against the Broncos. We're 7-7. Where's the game
everyone to the NFL on EA Sports from Oakland, California. We're in the second quarter as it's the Broncos in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders have been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing from Monday night games like we have here 18 times, the most of any two teams. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
Oh, man.
A solid run on 1st down. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits. It leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Run this shit out.
Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing a multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I'm continuing the game I was playing earlier in the
they didn't have time or what the case was.
So like I said, I'm continuing the game I was playing earlier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
But they were trying to tell us that they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, and able to do so on that play.
Please. Dang it.
And this one will not
Second quarter. Yeah, well, let's say then basically picked up where I literally left off at. But this cold news should be bad.
He hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They start the drive with Martin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. This will be caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett.
Oh, it's outside.
Wilson. And he's out.
Oh, it's in. It's
Almost
in.
gets to the 10.
That was outside.
23 yards on the play. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of them.
Oh, yup. I knew it. Yeah, it's outside.
They move, and they know it affects the defense.
I think it's outside. I don't think he was
in the secondary. I think you're exactly
where's the camera?
right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
No, he's outside. Oh, it is. What? Penalty?
And that'll set him back 5.
What? What happened?
Still first down.
What? I don't know what just happened.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge
but
now.
I guess, and I got a penalty. But we still got first down. Shit.
Play fake.
Ooh, let's go, baby.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Let's
5th catch of the game for him there.
Let's see, real quick, boy. Real quick. Sorry. Oh, what?
Tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Strip that ball.
They'll run it with Jacobs.
Let's go. Touchdown, baby.
Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As his guys have now moved out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there.
Touchdown, Herman. Let's go.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game. Because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Hey, man, you could hit that like. Whoever's in here, please hit that like button. Smash it. Read that like button. Love
the touchdown,
the like
ready
button.
to kick it away is Carlson.
And that subscribe button too. Hit that subscribe.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Oh, fucking messed up. Oh my
Good
God.
effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30
He got some chunks
to the
right there.
33-yard line.
Some chunks of yard.
Set to start another drive, Joe Flacco and the Broncos. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing, he's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You make things a little bit worse. But in this particular
Let's
situation,
go, baby. Sagged.
Vincent Mayola in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, first down.
Oh my God, he ran back, dude.
The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in
He's
Pittsburgh.
out, bro.
Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice, but before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Broncos uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed.
The receiver had possession.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Hit that light.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
Oh my God!
Be aware, ball may come your way.
Neutral zone infraction.
Scared.
Defense.
Oh my God, just came to me on top. Alright, guys.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still second down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the
That
ball
was my
moves.
bad. Sorry, perrito.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Once more, it's Flacco. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
They're probably getting
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And Sanders has got it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Woo, no dice, baby. Should have intercepted that shit.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The kick by McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of
Say
him. They
that.
want to see the ball
Say
thrown and
that.
thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. I'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. Right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Brissett. He's going deep for Brown. Intercepted. It's Chris Harris.
No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. This motherfucker jinxed it. No interceptions today. Look what fucking happened. Oh my God.
Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it was the Rams who took their first step towards a Super Bowl return by claiming the victory. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
thank you.
Week 1 finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Flacco. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he'll be taken
down to smash that light bulb
across midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Do that shaft,
Flacco now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Broncos first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Oh, no way. When, bro?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
Bro would smash you with a hammer, jackhammer,
Officials always tell you,
whatever.
I don't want to throw the flag,
Your
but you caused the
zapato.
play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Damn, that was clean.
Into the end zone for the Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Why y'all leaving?
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Don't go.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Don't go.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Nice.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Brissett. He's got a man open.
3rd and round throw, baby. Can't believe he went to Carolina Panthers. Come on, Raiders.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
They got
Never
certain
make the mistake with the
players
slot
right now.
receivers, especially the little guys like we're
Certain
watching
type
here.
player,
They're
yeah.
just quicker than fast. A
But
lot of them
I'm
combine
pretty
quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of
confident
footballs as we
with
just
the
saw
team we
there.
got this year.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
We stayed in. We got a flag.
On the field, and I don't think
Defense.
this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
That's on the Raiders' big money man, the free agent tackle Trent Brown.
That's fucking crazy.
So following the hold,
Come on,
they're in a bit of a
dude.
hole here with a 1st and 20.
You ain't doing nothing.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. There's the call, Tyrell Williams.
Could have done it
So a
again.
pickup of 34 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3rd and short yardage with Sam. They're able to locate Wilson.
Let's go, baby.
He's in. Touchdown.
Tight end right here. Always coming in clutch.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Bro, and the other team that I was playing with, I had some players that I wanted
Each
for
and
the
every
World
time,
Cup.
a lot of
We're
people see that position
doing
as a
very
fallback.
good.
Throw it to them
I had
when
to start
else
all
fails.
over. I
Not
got
at
that
all. This guy can
chingada.
make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Play here for a touchdown.
This time we're gonna get it right. I'm trying to. Oh shit! Oh, okay. I'm trying to get Barkley on Twitter and what's this guy's name?
So this drive
Trying
spans
to get the
7
best ones.
plays. And it
I
winds
could
up
turn
in
30
6
for him, but I
points for
should
the
have done
Raiders.
that. Before I let most of the players go. What's his first name? Something Gilmore. Stephen Gilmore. He's a cornerback.
Following the
But he's for the
touchdown, ready to
Patriots. I
kick
think
it
that's
away
what
is
it is.
Carlson.
But he's one of the best. I'm trying to get him.
This
We
one
suck.
taken from the 7.
We need a cornerback like bad. Oh shit.
And he's up
I don't
across the
know.
25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Trying to get one more.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Oh gosh.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another run by Lindsay. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. He will have a first down here at about the 40. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby.
First. Coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Passing play. Flacco. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They will run the draw with Jacobs.
Oh my gosh.
This defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Bissell. He's going deep for Brown. And this is
let's go. Let's fucking go.
46 yards on the play.
You see that? You see that shit? You see that, everybody? For the poor people right here.
So that tells you
Don't
that
forget
not
to
only
smash that
do
line.
they imagine those types of catches, they actually
Boom.
work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and all
Hit
of
that
it.
lag, hit that lag.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Oh gosh.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. But blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he locates
Let's go.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
I'm sorry, but don't tell me if they're gonna start twice enough. Wait, what? How do I have them twice? Wait. Oh, okay. I almost fell back. Damn. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, yeah. I know, you guys are like, what the fuck?
They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Richard.
Oh, so close.
Good gain of
That's why.
first down.
That's why.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take him down.
Definitely you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh,
Richard,
shit.
and he'll go
To the left.
losing yardage
Shit,
to the
to
5.
the left. Oh,
That
wow.
up is a 4-yard loss.
Okay, it's
and
okay.
now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball.
Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Pinche touchdown.
Quite a splash with his
There you
second
go, baby.
touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary.
Please
His
smash that
receiver
like button.
won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead out to
3rd and Renfro. Let's go.
Drive goes 8 plays.
Soul Assassin. That's a dope ass name. I wish they would have signed Renfro again, but they did it. With the Carolina Panthers. Who knows why not? Maybe because Pete Carroll and Spytek have their own type of players they want to sign, got their own little flavor.
This is fielded a
3rd and Renfro for a rookie. One of the dopest wide receivers. Man, he had the drinks, bro. The stutters and shit, man. Damn. He had footwork.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him.
Assassin.
So you got to go
Hope
out
he
and
did come
create some
back to the
offense
game.
first
Yeah.
and give us some
Yeah, McDaniels fucked up a lot of stuff for the Raiders, bro. A whole lot of things. I wish Gruden would have stayed. Can you imagine what the Raiders could have been if Gruden had stayed? None of that bullshit ever happened with the NFL. Man. Maybe Derek Carr would have still been there, huh? He would have retired with the Raiders. Man.
Those short little routes probably going to be
Derek
open.
Carr
The
retired
defense,
as
they'll
well.
let those happen, especially when they can make an in-bounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks
But
about
I'm
taking
pretty
what the
stoked.
defense gives
I'm
you, but
stoked.
sometimes
I'm
you
stoked
know
for
you
the
have to
season.
take one. That was one of those situations.
Oh my God, he still got it. Motherfucker, son of a bitch. Chicken nugget.
It'll be a
Damn.
pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Flacco now, a perfect 8
Come on,
to
fellas.
start the second half. Not bad.
Oh.
1st and 10. Now
Press
here's
and
a pass on
triangle.
first down.
Didn't
It's
happen.
knocked away
Didn't
and
happen.
incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
What happened with Josh Jacobs, Soul Assassin? Man. Oh gosh. He was putting in work to get to him. Sheesh.
Now after the sack, Flacco,
Man,
the
I seen, I heard an
Broncos
interview that Josh Jacobs did not that long ago.
football game here on EA
He's
Sports.
just really kind of pissed off with the people that were running the Raiders at that time. I'm guessing like the staff, certain staff members, hit his helmet so I know, right? I know. Josh Jacobs. Can you imagine we would have Josh Jacobs in Janty right now, bro? Oh my God, that would have been crazy. Yeah, Jacobs wanted to get paid. Yeah, bro, he was worth every fucking dollar, every $100 bill. Every one of his blue fucking Benzes he was getting paid. He was worth it, bro. And he was young, and he's still young. Not was. He's young, man.
Make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Man, I don't know what the fuck. I feel like McDaniels was just trying to sabotage the Raiders. It's like my plan is to just run this team to the ground. I don't know. McDaniels is crazy. Hey, cocaine's hell of a drug. I heard that dude was a cokehead from some of the players.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Do I think... hold on.
Didn't have a receiver open
Do I think the Raiders would have even drafted that's a good question. That's a very good question.
Now Brandon McManus from the Bronco field
Maybe
goal.
not, but I mean, why wouldn't you?
53 yards out.
And especially, say, if we had Pete Carroll, he likes to run the ball, right? So, if you have two badass, running backs, why not?
They needed the two scores. They get the easy one
Exactly. 1-2 punch and some badass tight end roll, a pretty good wide receiver, and now we got some a better wide receiver, dude. Oh man, with Beth, and I feel like.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, what?
So the field goal got him back within one score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick.
Still.
Man's team for the Raiders able to secure a tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely
we're cooking with motherfucking oil.
Three timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they get these stops on defense,
I mean, we got Pete Carroll for what, 3 years?
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the
see what happens.
And that last drive,
I'm not,
a long drive, but not just
like getting my hopes up.
air attack going.
And that's game, yes sir. That's game dizzle.
they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive,
but I feel like we could get it 8 wins this year.
Why would you change anything? They've got to be
8 wins would be decent.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
This draft had a lot of people, well, not a lot, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, but, you know, those spokesman persons on ESPN and shit talking about the Raiders.
Distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh, gosh, big guy. You got him away. Gosh, darn it.
Football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Oh my God! Yeah, I just did not do that. I did not just do that. Oh my God!
He's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. This type of a situation, like game situation, what are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Oh gosh!
Here's the execution.
They only got 1 timeout too.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Come on now. Come on.
Just not the game
Give it to
you would
him.
expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Give it to me,
It makes you
baby.
wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he gets it to the 32. Good
Timeout.
enough for a first down.
Timeout.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 seconds out. I didn't think it happened.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Now a desperation.
Oh, God. Let's go. Little extra jump. And check it out.
He was looking to go back Sutton there, but it'll be second down.
Somewhere
Second and 10 now from about the 32.
over.
He's back to throw.
Ooh, let's go. Pressure, baby. 10 seconds. That's it. That's it. Game over, man.
Emmanuel Sanders, the
But
intended
except
receiver.
anything can happen.
Coming up, here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some
If you go for touchdown, go for the two. Let's take it off, man.
As they'll look to throw. Got it open and Sutton. And all the way inside the 15.
Oh, no, I say 2
He's
seconds.
going to have
Man.
another first down
Game
as the tackle
over.
comes at the Raiders' 13-yard
Finish
line.
him.
So
Should
this
we do
one,
another
a
game?
victory for the
Hit that
Oakland
like button if
Raiders.
you do another
And
game.
partner, I
Give some
must
thumbs
say,
up
good
in the
to see
chat
you
if we
again.
should do
Been
another
too
game.
long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
No. Real football.
Not preseason
No.
football where we shake down the rosters
So
and figure out who's going to play. And maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Raiders, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start
I signed Brissett, Jacoby Brissett. He has potential, bro. Isn't he with the Patriots, Jacoby Brissett? Doesn't he play for the Patriots now? Potential.
They'll get a chance to redeem
I think.
themselves at home next week. So for our
Should we do
entire
another?
crew,
Hi, man.
alongside Charles Davis,
Soul
I'm Brandon
Assassin. Should we
Gaudin.
do another game?
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next
Tell
time.
me. Let me know. Yes. All right. We'll do another game. But should I hop off or? Yeah, I think he was with them. Another game. All right, but you guys down to hop back on? I'm gonna go off live and then I'll come back live. Give me probably 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. I'll be back. Trust. Okay? Soul Assassin, hi man. Whoever's on here, hop back on if you want to see another game. Give me 2 minutes. Solid.